this may sound strange, but it's to love myself. There was one wonderful thing I read. It said, I could die happy if I knew myself beloved on this earth. And it's only in the last few years that I've begun to forgive myself, to be affectionate to myself, to encourage myself. And yes, I will say it loud and clear, to love myself. Because I was brought up when if you loved yourself, it was like, it's a black mark, you know, that person loves themselves too much, or they're full of themselves, or something like that. It was very disparaging, very critical of that. But I know that if I don't love me, how can I really love you? And that's been part of this heart cracking open that's happened lately. No simple tool. It might take you an hour every day for the next 6 months. Really, I'm serious. Because a little while ago, well, 12 years ago now, a relationship that I had broke up, and I was very, very sad. And also very self-critical. And I used to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning every morning and plagued by fear and jealousy and all these things. And it was like a monster savaging me. And I realized eventually that what this monster wanted to tell me when I listened to it, he wanted to tell me to learn to love myself. And so I took it seriously and I practiced. Sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I practiced every day for an hour. And I invented all kinds of exercises. It's easy to do. You can test yourself. Would I love myself under this circumstance? Would I love myself if I had a black mark on my skirt and I had to stand up on a stage? Or would I love myself if I accidentally knocked into a child on the pavement? All those things. You can really, would I love myself if I told a lie to my child? All these things. You can test yourself, and you can also listen to the voice inside that really makes your heart melt. You know, what would your lover say to you that would make you smile like that? And you say that to yourself. You don't wait till your lover says it. You say it. And you keep on saying it until you hear it. And so on, and so on. But I think it's almost the most important thing we can do, because once you do love yourself, then you have a solid base to stand on. Like, you know, standing on the grass with your bare feet on the earth. You belong to the earth. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to achieve or be better, because you're not bad. Mm-hmm. You're lovable. My mentor is a man called Adam Coe. He's dead now, but he was a professor of peace studies. He started an Institute of Peace Studies in Ghana. He resolved conflicts in Nigeria, Sri Lanka and Middle East. He was a wonderful man, very wise and very grounded. One of the things we shared was a love of gardens and growing vegetables. But the main thing he taught me was that this man who is so accomplished did not take himself at all seriously. He didn't believe his own press release, if you like. He knew how to laugh at himself and his own ego playing up. And I loved him for that. I loved him for that. We went to Beijing together to conduct dialogue with Chinese nuclear weapons policymakers. And his company was just such a delight, because even though the discussions were very serious, Adam was always warm and loving and laughing and supportive. The second lesson I got from him was, don't take it personally. And if there was anything that we can share with each other, it is, don't take it personally. Because if somebody says something aggressive or critical to me or to you, it's likely that's coming from some anguish within themselves. It's probably not very much to do with me. I might have done something which sparked it off, but really and truly, it comes from something in them. So, and I know that if I get angry with somebody, I know it's because they are either doing something that I secretly want to do, or they're doing it overtly. And that behavior of theirs would not bother me if it wasn't something that I am ashamed of or want to not own, not be responsible for in my life.